There are machines created to be used, and then there are machines created to be felt. The 2026 Maserati Levante in matte black belongs to the second category. It doesn't roll into your life. It arrives, like an eclipse that doesn't ask for your attention. It takes it. Stand in front of it for a moment. You don't see an SUV. You see a presence, a shape that seems carved out of the void between shadows, a form that feels less designed and more summoned. The matte black finish isn't just a color. It's a mood, a void, a silence that demands you answer it. Light doesn't reflect off it. It gets swallowed, absorbed, consumed until the car becomes a moving silhouette, cutting through the world like a whispered secret. Look at the front. That low-set trident, not shining, not shouting, brooding, almost judging. It's less a badge and more a signature carved into night. The headlights, slim as surgical blades, invisible until ignited. And when they do ignite, they cut through darkness not like beams of light, but like memories resurfacing from a place you forgot existed. The grille leans forward, not with loud aggression, but with a quiet, unshakable certainty. It doesn't roar, it observes. It doesn't beg to be acknowledged, it expects to be. Move a little to the side, and the Levante begins to show its true character. Lines that don't simply flow, they stalk curves that feel alive. A roofline tapering slowly, almost like a shadow bending its spine before making its move. You can feel tension in every millimeter of the bodywork, not the tension of effort, the tension of confidence restrained. The kind a sprinter has just before the gunshot. The kind a falcon carries just before it dives. The 23-inch matte turbine wheels spin like rotating obsidian, each blade shaped for speed, each edge sharp enough to slice the wind. Behind them, carbon ceramic brakes sit quietly, like dormant fire waiting for a command. And then there's the rear, the parting shot, or rather, the parting whisper. The tail lights hover like two red signatures floating in the dark. A single razor-thin beam connects them, a line so crisp it almost feels unreal. No exhausts, no chrome, nothing that breaks the illusion of purity. Because this is Maserati's electric awakening, and silence has never sounded this powerful. Open the door, and the world collapses behind you. Inside, you don't enter a cabin. You enter a feeling, a mood, a space rehearsed like a scene from a film where everything unnecessary has been stripped away until only intention remains. Black Alcantara covers everything your eyes land on. Deep gray leather wraps itself across the surfaces like moonlit shadows folding over themselves. There's no flashiness here, no unnecessary accents. Everything is balanced. Everything is calm. Everything is deliberate. The seats don't wait for you. They envelop you. Memory formed, curved just enough, low set like they were designed to hold your breath steady when the speed hits. Look forward, and the dashboard doesn't sit. It floats. A seamless digital skin stretching from pillar to pillar, reacting not just to your touch, but to your presence. You don't tap a button. You trigger a response. Maps appear when you need direction. The display dims when you crave silence. The system adapts to your emotion like a machine that finally learned how to understand the human sitting inside it. There is no clutter, no chaos, just intention. The steering wheel, sculpted and crescent-shaped, fits the hand like an artifact discovered, not designed. Its squared-off base hints at performance, while the paddles behind it, no longer shifting gears, control something far more intimate. Your driving mood, comfort, sport. And then, Tempest. Press Tempest and the world changes, not with a sound but with sensation. The motors tighten, the suspension lowers, the power delivery sharpens until the Levante becomes less a machine and more an instinct. The rear seats aren't passengers, they're thrones, each with recline memory, each with its own climate, its own sound profile, its own ambient lighting hue. A private world for every occupant. Above you, the electrochromic roof switches from clear to midnight with a single gesture. as if the sky itself obeys, and hidden in the center armrest, a refrigerator, a fragrance module, and a wireless charger that doesn't just charge. It preserves battery health with AI calibration. Then comes the moment you finally drive it. Silence. Silence so profound it becomes thrilling. Because unlike other EVs, Maserati didn't add fake sound. They embraced the quiet, the purity of thrust, the rawness of momentum. With over 1,000 horsepower and 4 independent motors, the Levante doesn't accelerate. It disappears from where it was and materializes somewhere else. 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds without a sound. Just a breath of gravity. Just a shift in reality. Steering responds like it's reading your pulse. Suspension dances with the road. Torque vectoring predicts errors before they even exist. Corners flatten. Weight vanishes. Size shrinks. You don't feel like you're controlling the car. You feel like the car is giving you permission to move through the world with a kind of grace no machine this large should possess. Over 400 miles of range, 15 minutes to charge from 20 to 80%, but none of that occupies your mind. Because the moment the Levante glides through a bend and you feel the world fall away behind you, you stop thinking about numbers. You start thinking about feeling, freedom, control, presence. And when the journey ends, you don't simply arrive, you emerge. The car doesn't switch off, it settles, like a beast returning to its lair. People don't stare because it's expensive. They stare because it moves like it knows a secret they wish they knew. The 2026 Maserati Levante Matte Black isn't a vehicle. It's a confrontation. A question asked to every other SUV that forgot luxury is not about features. It's about soul. This Maserati doesn't speak. It waits. And when you're ready to listen, it doesn't tell you about itself. It tells you about yourself because beneath the tech, the power, the silence, what you were searching for wasn't performance, wasn't status, wasn't comfort. What you were searching for was a feeling. And this matte black prophecy is what feeling looks like.